We talked to a great friend of the show. Her program, this year's team, her program's role in this year's team is really, really growing before our eyes. And in the last game, we saw another sign of growth. They get behind early. They fight back and then come out victorious. And joining us to talk about that is Michigan women's basketball coach Kim Barnes-Arico. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Sam.
It's good to talk to you as always. So as I said in the intro, we've talked to you about perseverance, resiliency, that kind of thing, growing in the team, and your seniors kind of leading the way with that kind of attitude. So you fall 9-0 early, and then you come right back, Coach. You fight back and you earn that 73-66 victory at Northwestern.
Yeah, it was a tough start, and we're trying not to stress too much on playing on the road because we really haven't been successful on the road, but our competition on the road has been very challenging. So we're trying not to put too much overemphasis on that and get the kids tight for the game. But we felt like we were really prepared, but Northwestern just came out and jumped on us early, knocked down some shots. We weren't able to get some shots to fall. But, you say we showed signs of growth. We've had that happen to us at the beginning of the year and really haven't been able to bounce back from that. So we did get down early. We got down by 9. We kind of came back a little bit. Then we went down by 13 midway through the first half, and we still hung together, chipped away, and I think we cut it to 4 at half.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half we came out and just found the offensive click, started to make some shots that we had been missing in the first half, and kind of never looked back.
Yeah, and Coach, it's important to note for people out there coming into that game, Northwestern was 13-3 overall, 3-2 in conference. So this is a team that was playing really, really good basketball that jumped on you early.
Yeah, they are a great team, and they hadn't lost at home. I think they were 7-0 or 8-0 at home throughout the season, and they were a really good team. That only loss, their 2 losses had been against really quality opponents. So they're a team that returned all of their starters from last year. We knew it was going to be a challenging contest, especially at their place. And we hung tough and we battled, and we really played pretty good basketball in the second half to pull away with a victory at their place.
Yeah, and again, Coach, you've been talking about her all year long, but Shannon Smith, again, filling up the stat sheet, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. She was out there doing it all for you.
Yeah, she's been, and I keep saying it, and I'm so nervous to say, coaches never really like to talk about things when they're going well. And she's just been playing at another level. I just keep encouraging her every day, just make sure you're getting your extra stuff in, because she is really focused, really determined to have a tremendous senior season. And she brings the team with her. She just comes out. She has such a competitive fire, and she has a refuse-to-lose attitude and wants to win at every single thing that she does. And her energy and her enthusiasm just brings the team along. And she was incredible once again, and kind of willed us to victory and made some crazy shots, but also makes her teammates better and is really taking pride in how she's defending and becoming a complete basketball player.
Yeah, and one of your players that we haven't talked a whole lot about, I do want to give a shout out to Saisha before we get to that 18 points and 6 rebounds for her. But a player that we haven't talked a whole lot about, Sierra Thompson. She was money for you from long range, Coach. 5 for 9 from distance, 20 points, 6 assists on the day.
Yeah, Sierra is a tremendous shooter, but she's kind of been, a little bit quieter this year, and people haven't talked much about her because Caitlin came in and is really picking up some scoring. But Sierra, like Caitlin, she's only a couple threes behind her on the season. Both of them have made, I think, over 40 threes on the season, and Sierra's percentage is right below Caitlin, shooting over 40% from 3. So, and Sierra runs the point for us most of the time. So Sierra does so much, but a lot of times it's quiet, and that's just her personality as well. Super quiet, but really efficient, really never changes her demeanor, but always brings her game. And last year she had played really well at Northwestern as well, and kind of hit some free throws down the stretch to help us win that game last year. So we kind of pumped her up before the game and told her it was kind of like her home court. This is where she makes her shots, and Caitlin missed a couple early on in the first half, and Sierra kind of made up for her and was just knocking down shots. And our team did such a great job of really finding her and making the extra pass and really knowing where she was. And anytime she had an open look, I mean, it was a dagger from Northwestern. She just made them pay, and she had a tremendous game for us as well. Had 6 assists, only 2 turnovers, facing one of the best defenders in the league. They have a kid that leads our league in steals and was pressuring Sierra the entire contest, and Sierra handled that really well and didn't turn the basketball over. So she had a really great game for us.
And we're talking to Michigan women's basketball coach Kim Barnes-Arico here on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, online at WTK.com. You know, it's always interesting to see the different buttons coaches push, and then, you know, until you arrive at that formula. So we know you had Caitlin in the starting lineup, and then you went Madison in the starting lineup, and then about 8 games ago you started going Danielle Williams, and that's a formula that you stuck with. And the role definition, she's your defensive stopper, coach, and she was up to that task in a big way again, but she also hit a big jumper to put you ahead in that game.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't, you know, people pick up the paper or look on the internet and see, you know, the stat sheet, and everybody knows how well Shannon and Saisha and Sierra played, but people don't realize by the stat sheet how much Danielle Williams contributed to the success of our team. So we always talk about the intangible things, and it's about the team. And what Danielle Williams does not always show up in a stat sheet, but she has been a difference maker for our team. She took a bunch of charges. She got a bunch of steals. She made extra passes. She knocked down an open shot. She does so much for our team that, you know, just the average basketball fan doesn't really see, but our team knows without her out there contributing, we're not having the success that we are. So she has just been tremendous, has accepted her role, but really helped our team play at another level and be able to do things that we weren't able to do before. So we pressure and we force a lot more turnovers, and we get up and we're a little bit more scrappy, and she kind of heads that. So it's been a tremendous addition to the starting lineup.
Yeah, no question, Coach. And it's just, you know, another sign of growth is you see on a night or a day when Caitlin struggles from the field, you overcome it. You have other players that really pick up the slack, and that's a sign of a really good team. I know coaches don't like to do that, but that's a sign of a really good team. One of your star players can struggle, and you can still go out and come out with the victory. So you win that game, 4th place in the Big Ten, and the league, coach, the number 1 RPI league in the country right now.
I've been telling people, Sam, and I think some people are surprised because when you mention the Big Ten, you know, for women's basketball, it hasn't always been a powerhouse, but times have changed, and our league is the best in the country, and night in and night out, you're going to face a quality top opponent. And I think, you know, everyone has shown that in our league. And there are so many ranked teams in our league. And even the ones that are kind of right on the bubble are really, really great teams. So I think, you know, that's going to be for years to come. The best players in our league are the younger players in our league. And the recruiting classes that are coming in are tremendous. So, you know, we are on par. I know for years everyone talked about how good the Big Ten was on the men's side. Well, the women's side is just as good now, the best league in the country.
Well, Coach, I had to, you know, preface my next question with that statement because Iowa is tied for 2nd in the league right now, 5-1 in conference, 14-3 overall. Tell us what the Hawkeyes bring to the table.
They are really, really a tough team, and they have all of their starters returning from last year as well. They're led by a point guard named Samantha Logic, who has probably had 6 or 7 triple-doubles in her career. She just does everything. She rebounds, she passes the ball, she scores when her team needs her to score, and they're playing exceptionally well. They have a three-point shooter that had 10 threes in one game, 8 threes in another game, so she really has the ability to knock down the shot. So they go inside, outside a lot. They move the basketball. They share the basketball extremely well, and they're playing at a super high level. They play extremely well at home. So it's going to be a challenging contest for us, but we know every night out it's going to be a challenging test for us. So we just try to take it one game at a time. Let's just worry about Iowa. We don't really look ahead, and let's try to be the best Michigan team that we can be.
Yeah, folks, Iowa number 20 in the country right now. That game takes place tomorrow in Iowa City, 8 o'clock Central Time on the Big Ten Network. So be sure to tune in and support the Wolverines. And then you could come out and support Michigan when they come back home on Monday. Coach, I know you don't want to look too far ahead and talk about Illinois, but you got a great promotion coming on. You guys are doing $1 tickets and $1 hot dogs in honor of scoring 100 points in your last home game.
So hopefully everybody is super hungry and comes on out for the game. It's only $1, and our fan support has been tremendous, and it's really helped us at home. It's made such a difference in our success. And, our last game against Ohio State at home, the fans just made such a great difference, and we're hoping to get them out Monday night against Illinois, because that would be really helpful.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck in a couple of days versus Iowa, and we will talk to you again next week.
Thanks so much, Sam. It's always great to talk to you.
All right. That was Michigan women's basketball coach Kim Barnes-Arico.